dig down low, otherwise Valanciunas is going to have a field day.
Well, the other thing Valanciunas is going to have to do is going to have to guard someone down the other end. And if he gets extended away from the basket, Belgium could really have some decent options and matchups. Mantas Kalanides, the first man out for Lithuania, just reminded the whole basketball world how good a guard he can be with the tremendous performance against Latvia after he looked really flat on the opening night.
Remember, he missed most of this past season because of injury, so he's getting his feet back underneath him. But in 2013 Eurobasket, he led that tournament in assists ahead of Ricky Rubio, Tony Parker, Goran Dragic. So he's really one of the premier point guards on the continent when he has it going, and yesterday he was fantastic.
Well, both teams introduced to a very full Riga Arena. We're now going to have the national anthems of both teams, and we'll start with Belgium.
Please rise for the national anthems. National anthem of Belgium.
And now the national anthem of Lithuania. Well, often always better than the pictures do. The talking, the atmosphere generated by these Lithuanian fans is unique to that country. Players exchanging their mementos at the halfway line, and here's the third team on the floor. The crew chief is the Perez from Spain, Obradovic from Bosnia, and Mr. Herbertson from Iceland. And this will be an interesting matchup in terms of how this Belgian team are allowed to play physically with this Lithuanian lineup.
Well, we said Dizu, he's not going to play today. Injured his shoulder yesterday, so where are you going to find the muscle down low? It's going to be tough, but Belgium, they have a lot of scores. Lojecki, we've seen, he's fantastic. Van Rossum, he can score. Quentin Theron played fantastic yesterday. He can shoot it from outside. Herbel can shoot it from outside. So you wonder if Belgium might play a small ball style today.
Well, Kevin Tummer's got to keep Valanciunas off the glass. Here's this Lithuanian lineup. We doubted them after the first game, but their second half performance yesterday was phenomenal.
It was. That was the Lithuania team we thought we were going to see from the first day. They finally brought it in the second half. And they have veterans. They're missing some of their big-name players. Montejunas, Kleinas isn't playing, Poshius, but Kalnietis was fantastic yesterday. And, of course, Sabutis, the entire front line, Valanciunas. He's your go-to guy. He's got to get the ball.
Well, there's the two guys that are going to have a big bearing on this game. Sam van Rossum just sets the tempo for this Belgian team, and Jankunas is just so efficient.
He is. The first game he had 22 points. He opens up the entire floor for everybody else because he's a four-man who can shoot it from outside. He can go left and finish. He does a lot of things.
Well, Jonas Slauskas was much more upbeat yesterday. He was much happier with the level of performance his team put out on the floor. But they seek perfection in Lithuania from a basketball perspective. And there's a great shot from Mr. Perez and the youngster presenting the ball. And Coach Kislauskas was very happy with performance. He got the win the first night, but you could tell he wasn't happy with the way a Lithuanian team played.
Well, no, he wasn't happy the first night, but yesterday he was very happy because there was the balance that we're used to seeing from the Lithuania teams. They always play the hard-nosed defense. That's always going to be there. But offensively, if they can have the balance between outside and inside, they're going to be very effective. The question is, if you're Belgium, how do you stop the Lithuania attack? Do you concentrate on the perimeter and force them to pound it inside and take away the three-point shot? Or do you surround Valanciunas and force Lithuania to beat you from the outside? That's the big question.
They don't shoot a lot of threes normally. They look for the high, if there's such a thing as a very high percentage three. They want to work it and get the threes they want. It's going to be interesting to see if they can, as you say, they may just pack it in and say shoot the ball then.
Yeah, it will be interesting. But I think Belgium, it's almost like your offense is your best defense. I think if Belgium can attack this Lithuanian defense, get Lojeski going, Van Rossum, Cerrone, get them shooting well, Urvel, if he can hit some threes, then you're going to put more pressure on Lithuania to score and get them out of their comfort zone. They like to play a Lithuanian style of tempo, walk it up a little bit. They don't like to get too many fast breaks. They like to play hard-nosed defense. So I think Belgium, they're going to have a shot in this game if they can control the tempo.
All right, and here we go, moments away from the first game of day 3 here. Lithuania in the white uniform, Belgium in the red. And Tumba and Valanciunas will jump it up. And can they keep Valanciunas off the glass? Finland's highlighted it's going to be a big issue. If they can keep him off the glass, Belgium have a real shot. And Kalnidas will get the first possession on the way for Lithuania. Sabutis, the ball movement straight off the bat. Going to try and throw Machunas was and baseline penetration by Jankunas. Didn't see him post Jankunas up hardly at all the first 2 games. First play, he goes to the block.
Yeah, it's interesting, the game plan today. Of course, for Belgium, another thing is they've got to stay out of foul trouble if they are going to have a shot today.
Well, a lot of the physicality at Belgium defense will be undermined if they do get into foul trouble. Great rotation by Tumba to recover after the hard show. Valanciunas tries to back in, goes to the turnaround jump shot. Wow, we haven't seen a turnaround jump shot from Valanciunas in 2 nights.
Tough shot. You know, he's worked on that a lot over the last 18 months or so, and he's developed a real nice complement to his baby hook shot with the right hand.
Jeski with a quick release is long. And as a team, Lithuania just control.
And Lojeski's a guy who has to perform well today if Belgium has a chance.
Kalnidas, again, the hard show on the screen. Hervel's got to play smart here on the weak side. They go pick and roll. Valanciunas skips it. Chulis is long with a 3. And great box out by Hervel. Belgium have numbers. Van Rossum pushes. And there's a whistle on the play.
And that's Belgium basketball. They play good defense on one end. They all box out, team box out, and then you got Van Rossum with the speed and quickness taking it straight to the heart of the defense.
Oh, Machunas picks up the first person. Machunas so important to this team, both in scoring and across the stat line. Just contributed across that yesterday. Sam Van Rossum gets the early screen from Tumba, who rolls. They're going to re-screen. Hervel comes high, nice little fake on the closeout. Shot stops and pops. And that's bread and butter for Axel Hervel. Doesn't get it to drop.
Good move, but look for him to be aggressive today. He didn't have to do much yesterday, but he's going to have to be a scorer.
Oh! Well, Sabonis just takes it straight down the heart of the defense. Oh, great little trail by Hervel, and he looked pretty, and it was.
And Lithuania, they didn't have to play much transition defense yesterday against Latvia, but today they're going to have to get back quickly because Belgium, they like to push it.
Kalnitis again. Well, that's the strategy on the pick and roll. Is the hard show and recover. Kalnitis goes up to Valanciunas, and he gets the soft one on the inside.
Such a joy to watch Kalnitis play the pick and roll. So many things he does and does well, and there, him and Valanciunas completely on the same page.
Hervel will skip it, and Sharon moves the basketball on. Wojcicki, little bounce pass, Hervel mid-range is good.
And you like to see that, Hervel, 4 points quickly. If he gets his confidence going, he's a tough player. Drafted, of course, in 2005, first Belgian player drafted into the NBA.
They go pick and roll, great. The recovery was a little late. They're going to give it the foul on the floor, but the help was very late on the hard show.
You see Sabonis here probing, goes right, goes left, and finally found Valanciunas underneath. Belgium's going to have to rotate much quicker off that pick and roll.
They just took the extra man and put him on the Bulls' side, so there was a longer rotation. Here's Kalnitis, comes off the early screen. Got a whistle away from the basketball with the offensive foul, and if that's Maciulis, that's foul number 2.
And that's huge. He's the heart and soul of the team. You talked about it. There's the moving screen, essentially throws 2 forearms into the defender. Yesterday, he was fantastic. He was the driving force of the team. They've got to keep him on the court.
Van Rossum. Wojcicki on the penetration. Nice ball move. Hervel is off with a 3. And Valanciunas just dominates the defensive boards. Interesting start. Both teams feeling each other out. They're going inside again. They're going to go there all day. And Valanciunas can't get it away. Quick hands by Hervel, who runs the floor really well.
Well, you said it, Lithuania, they want to go inside. That's the game plan, and they're going to try and do it almost every time.
Well, Van Rossum with the NBA length 3 is way off.
You know, he can hit those, but that's not a good shot right now. You can get that at the end of the shot clock. Why take that with 14, 15 seconds on the shot clock?
Again, there's the hard show. Better rotation this time. Well, ball knocked away. Maciulis looks, foul called on the break. And that's great Belgium defense. The rotation's so much better that time.
Absolutely, and they've got to do that every single possession. Maciulis wanted a foul there, but it looked like great defense.
Well, they got a help on the pick and roll, then they got a scramble, and everybody was on the same page. Sharon outside the 3-point line. Sharon has been making this shot all tournament, can't get it to drop.
But that's what you like from Van Rossum. He got into the teeth of the defense, found the open shooter on the wing. That's more his game than firing up NBA-length 3-pointers.
And Kunis outside the 3. That's a nice matchup, him and Hervel. Hard show again on the screen. They recover again. The rotation is good. Maciulis baseline. Goes with the left hand, doesn't get the roll. And Wojcicki did a great job keeping it alive. Now he runs the floor, attacks the middle. Hervel spins, tough baseline jump shot is smooth, and he has all 6 of Belgium's points.
And that's a beautiful move. A lot of players, they would have waited, they would have seen the mismatch and backed their man down. Hervel, he knew right away when he got the ball what he wanted to do. Beautiful fadeaway shot.
Sabonis looks inside. Valanciunas too deep. If he catches it one-on-one down there, it's going to be a foul or 2.
Exactly. You know, he could essentially do that all game. He's up against Tumba, a good young prospect, only 24 years old. He plays domestically in Belgium, but he's got his hands full today.
Well, both teams making substitutions relatively early. Jonathan Tabou could be a real X factor, or he could be a real liability today, because we've seen how quick and explosive he can be. It's just decisions.
Exactly. He makes an impact on the game one way or the other, whether it's good or bad. He's the quickest player on the floor out there. He can get to the rim essentially whenever he wants, but a lot of times he over dribbles, makes poor decisions. He's going to be key to this game.
Kuzminskas joins the game for Lithuania, and after a very nervy start against Ukraine, had a nice game yesterday. Valanciunas makes the second of the free throws. Arvydas Sabonis. Seen a few living legends in the arena over the last couple of days. None bigger than him. 8-6 with possession, Lithuania. Well, Sabonis with time and space can't knock it down. Valanciunas is all over the boards. Ball knocks away, but Yankunas will hold on. 5 on the possession. Sabonis.
And you know, in that possession, Kuzminskas, he had a mismatch against Van Rossum. He was screaming for the ball, but Sabonis just didn't see him.
Yeah, Sabonis so much better in that two-guard role where he comes off and has to attack it or shoot it. Kalnitis is the decision maker. Lithuania with the 8-6 lead. Belgium will like the start. Van Rossum on the screen, needs a pass. Herbel's everywhere. Tomba, got to go to work against Valanciunas. Gets the hook away for 2.
Beautiful move. Listen, make Valanciunas play defense on that end. Make him work a little bit, tire him out. Beautiful move by Tumba.
Oh, tough matchup for Kalnitis. Tabu gets after him a little bit. That's going to be a foul on Kevin Tumba down low. Just a little reach, little bump, little too much contact.
You know, that's a silly foul. He's trying to push Valanciunas out, but now with 2 fouls, he's going to have to come to the bench. Gillet comes in. Good shooter, good offensive player, not the defensive player that Tumba is.
Well, they've gone with Herbel, going to guard Valanciunas. That's going to put some pressure on Axel Herbel. Kalnitis goes upstairs. What a play.
And you know, right, it's such a tough ask for Herbel to try and guard Valanciunas. Without the Zoo playing today, there's not a lot of muscle inside for Belgium.
Well, they're going to spread the floor. Yeski penetrates. Little step back. Trademark 2. Knocks it down. And if he does get you backed up, he's just got a great release.
Well, it's gorgeous. We talked about it yesterday. He's so efficient. He knows exactly what he wants to do when he has the ball in his hands.
Kalnitis for 2. Gets the drop. And Belgium are going to take the timeout. Jonathan Tabu just got abused on the dribble. And that's not what you'd expect with the speed he has. Timeout for Belgium. Nice start by both teams, but Belgium want to talk about it. Every now and again. Had it in one game yesterday, then it wasn't there, but it was only in the middle.
I'm not getting it live.
Now you said it, it's there all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. It was there. Well, Jonas Valanciunas, 8 points, 3 rebounds already. And it's a tough ask. Whoever's going to guard him, can't get him to push him because he will just get into foul trouble. But I don't know how they're going to front and maybe double. What they're going to do?
Well, at some point they're going to have to double him down low, but credit to Valanciunas. I think the knock on him earlier in his career was he was very inconsistent. He didn't bring it every day. He kind of showed up when he wanted to, but so far in this tournament, he's played hard nearly every possession. He's played well, averaging 17 points in the tournament today. Already a great game in the first six and a half minutes.
Well, Eddie Castiles knows his team so well, haven't been in the job for so long. They'll have options. They'll have options to try and deal with this. It's just where they can make them work. Van Rossum off the down screen, pulls the trigger for 3. You'd expect him to make it.
Yeah, he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep. A fantastic shooter. Probably the best shooter on this Belgian team.
Kalnitis looks to the lob. They wrap it around and there's going to be a... And there are times where you just have to say, that's a crazy foul.
Yeah, it is, but I think you like the aggressivity down there. He's down there helping. He's just half a second too late. But Taboo, he's got to be down there. He's got to help. He's got to be a distraction. He's your stopper on the perimeter.
Well, in the bonus, referee's making a little bit of an issue of the fact we're in the penalty and they want to sub the shooter, so resolved it now. Paulius Jankūnas, well, efficient just doesn't do him justice. He's been so efficient throughout this tournament so far. Makes the first of the free throws.
He's such a valuable player, you know. He's not the first name on the scouting report, but he does so many things to open up space for the other guys. He shoots it well, he finishes.
He goes 2 for 2. And Domantas Sabonis didn't play at all against Latvia, gets some action on the floor in game 3. Eski likes the matchup, going to attack it, wraps it around, nice pass. And Hervel just fumbled it a little, and then by the time he recovered the basketball, the defense had recovered. But Loeski's just such a talent, great decision.
He is, he always makes great decisions. He's a joy to watch. Of course, he moved to Olympiacos last year, played in EuroLeague, and we saw how versatile he is, shooter from outside. But essentially, he's a playmaker. He makes the right decisions at the right time.
Valanciunas outside with Hervel. Taboo went after Kalanitis, and it's not the thing to do. Sabonis comes up with a loose ball. And a full team reset. Kalanitis goes off the ball screen, keeps attacking the hoop, doesn't get the roll. Chance to run, great pass. Van Rossum sneaked out, found beautifully, easy 2. It's Loeski again.
You said it, great pass. Was that Hervel who made the pass? Fantastic, just caught it and threw it ahead, knew exactly where his teammate was.
They're going at Loeski, nice move. Well, it's a mismatch, he gets in deep, he's gonna score, Kuzminskas. That's the confidence he found yesterday. Exactly,
it was a great move, spin move straight to the hole. Yesterday we saw his confidence growing as the game went. Look for him to have a big game today.
Hervel will hand off. Van Rossum tries to turn the corner. Extra pass. Chile for 3 is long. You've just got to make more of those open looks. Kalanitis almost turns it over. Sabonis looks inside. They go to Valanciunas again. If he really does make that a consistent part of his game, that's a huge asset for him.
Well, huge asset, because then he's going to draw more fouls as the defense comes up. He's played so well early on today.
Taboo. Well, he stops and pops. I think Lithuania will offer him that.
And we said it yesterday, Belgium, either Lojeski or Van Rossum has to touch the ball nearly every time because they make such good decisions.
Kuzminskas again recognizes the mismatch, goes up, gets the 2. That's just basketball IQ. He just doesn't do it justice. That was just phenomenal recognition.
Exactly, and immediate recognition. Well, that's what they missed last time, and Kuzminskas was yelling at him. This time he got the ball and scored.
Frankie's back. Mascot joins us again. Defensive rebound for Sabonis, who runs the floor. Wants a touch, he's not going to get it. Last play of this first quarter, and for Belgium, they've just lost their way a little bit in the last 2 minutes. Too easy for Sabonis. Valanciunas, what a job on the glass. He doesn't get the roll, and Hervel finally comes down there. He'll get the halfway line shot that is no good. And that sums up Lithuania. They played for the whole quarter. The last 2 minutes, they just wore down Belgium. 20-12 at the end of the first. Well, I'm going to get a chance to look at these statistics. And Belgium not doing a bad job, Flinder, but that's efficient basketball by Lithuania.
Well, that's the thing. When you're playing against Lithuania, you see the rebounds, 13-4, 4 offensive rebounds if you don't make your open shots, if you're not completely efficient on the offensive end, if you miss some assignments on the defensive end, make silly fouls, Lithuania, they'll make you pay every time. You have to be so disciplined against this team.
Well, that's definitely the case in that first period, which was really very, very close for the first 8 minutes. And then in particular, we said it yesterday, we had Kuzminskas, who just came in and made a big impact off the bench.
Well, yeah, in the first game, they didn't get a lot of bench production, Lithuania. Yesterday, we saw Kuzminskas come in. He played very well. Other guys came in and played well as well. Galicius had a great game yesterday. So if the bench is, you know, if you're struggling to stop the first unit and then the bench comes in and they play well, where do you get a rest if you're Belgium? And especially with the Zoo out today, they're so weak inside compared to the Lithuanian team. It's going to be an uphill battle, but they have to hit open threes. They've had some open threes that they've missed.
Well, Kuzminskas, just see the replay of the spin move. He was a shadow of his season in the ACB in that first game, but he's now, if he's going to do a job, that really takes some of that pressure off Machulis, who's in the foul trouble.
Well, exactly. You know, he's really the one guy who's long and athletic, who can post up, who can score a little bit from the outside. He gives them a different look that they don't have with their starting five. As good as Machulis is, as good as he played yesterday, he's a stronger player. He doesn't have the length and the athleticism that Kuzminskas has.
Well, Kavaliauskas, who was also very, very good yesterday, joins the game, as does Likavicius, and well, Lithuania's confidence in the bench grows.
And of course, when you're playing 5 games in 6 days, that's extremely important.
Well, Kevis goes up, Kavaliauskas can't get it to drop. We've got a whistle on the play, and I think what the Belgians are claiming, it's their basketball. The first possession of the game, and they're right, the first possession of the game went to Lithuania. There has not been a held ball.
Well, the referee's going over and talking right now.
Yeah,
There's some confusion. What do you do in that? So do you replay the second quarter?
In theory, they should restart the game. But no damage, I suppose, apart from the time lost off the clock. Good spot by the Belgian bench. Got to give the assistants some credit. Gillet goes inside to Van Rossum, wraps one to Taboo. That's great rotation defensively. Taboo kicks. Van Rossum for 3 is good. Share the basketball.
And that's fantastic. You see Taboo get into the heart of the defense. Gillet with the extra pass. Van Rossum, as good a shooter as they have, knocks it down.
Well, we've got a whistle away from the basketball. And Gillet's going to get called for a hold. Yeah, they lose the absolute size of Valanciunas when they take him out, but they're just effective in a different way.
Well, Kavaliauskas, who comes in, he's a big, strong guy underneath. You got Sabonis. I mean, there's not a lot of rest for the defense.
Well, they're going to call that. I like the call. Kuzminskas lost the control and had to reach to get it back. And Coach Kavaliauskas doesn't have the view we have. There's the loss. Well, maybe they could have just let it go.
They probably could have let it go there, but you like Belgium, they brought in their quick defensive unit here.
Absolutely.
Mwemba, Makubu is in, Taboo. They're going to put a lot of pressure on Lithuania's second unit.
Taboo will move it back. Well, spin to the inside. They don't get the roll. Tough shot. Makubu. Don't really see that as a major option. Kuzminskas, who's feeling the game, really more aggressive than used to seeing him be, really. Pick and roll high. Kuzminskas is fouled on the penetration. This is so aggressive by him. He really is taking it at the defense.
Well, you have to think somebody must have spoken to him after the first game and said, listen, we need you. We need you attacking the basket. We need you as a viable option in the second unit. But for Belgium, that's so difficult. You play great defense for 21 seconds, and then you give up essentially a cheap foul going to the hoop, and they've got to reset it. And they have a Lithuania with a new 14 on the clock.
Well, Lionel Bosco checks in. Saw some action yesterday. And Kuzminskas again just challenging the defense. Sabuda settles for the three, way short.
Belgium will take that all day long.
And Mwemba did well to chase it down. It was so short, came off the ring really hard. Mwemba has it outside. Gillet, quick catch and release is off.
And it's tough. Van Rossum is out, Ervel is out, Lojeski, all of your scorers are out. Where are they going to find offense?
Yeah, so Gillet has to shoot that. Sabonis goes to work with the left hand and one.
Big time move, big time. Here you see him with the left. He's going left all the way. Uses his body so well to create space. All he has to do is lay it over the rim.
Well, Milaknis, they're going even deeper into the bench this early. Milaknis comes in. And Kavalauskas has to go to school with coach.
You know, this is the third day, 3 straight games. This is where your bench is really tested. Your second unit, because you've got to give your first team guys enough rest to make it through the rest of the tournament. They're struggling now.
Sabonis gets the drop, completes the three-point play. Probably one very proud father sitting in the crowd. Here's Bosco, moves it on. Bosco and Tabu. You're right, Linda, it's difficult to see where points are coming from at the moment. Kuba takes the long, forced three that didn't ever look comfortable. Kuzminskas will advance the basketball. Gets it back, he's almost playing like a 2-guard at the moment. Savicius going baseline, needs a pass, goes through Sabonis' hands. Yankunas in the book. That's like money in the bank for Lithuania at the moment. Yankunas, when he just spots up like that, is just phenomenal.
Well, he always seems to find the open space on the perimeter, and he knocks it out most of the time and has a very distinctive celebration, both hands out, fists clenched.
11-point lead, and Belgium desperately trying to find some points. Gillet, who's their one shooter out there.
Well, it's got to be Gillet if it's anybody.
Sabonis again with a left hand, beautiful finish. Far side of the ring, no chance of being blocked. Really long, great extension, easy too.
Well, he uses his body so well, creates just enough space to get to the other side of the rim.
Bosco needs a pass, and Tabu attacks it, looks to get inside, tough move off the glass, gets the roll. Good finish.
Big time move. And what we liked there, he was much more under control going to the basket, used the jump stop well. Sometimes we've seen him just continue straight through and turn the ball over. Good move.
Well, Sabonis grows in confidence, steps through. Hours and hours and hours of footwork. Just natural to him. Great little second step. Tabu on the dribble, stops and pops the long 2. And that can only be described as a poor decision.
Well, it's poor, but where else are you going to get your offense for? If I'm Coach Castells from Belgium, I've got to have either Lojeski, Van Rossum, or Ervel on the court. One of those 3 guys has to be on the court at all times because you've got to have an offensive reference. Otherwise, it's just chaotic, and guys that are uncomfortable scoring are forced to score.
Well, Coach Castells hears you, he brings Leheski back into the game. Skip, if Kuzminskas thinks about the 3, slips, ball's recovered though, and Kunis goes up, doesn't get the drop.
Good defense that time by Gillette.
Yeah, Mwemba did a nice job rebounding it. Lewinsky needs a pass. Didn't get to Lewinsky. Taboo, second move, gets the drop. And I think he's just so effective, he attacks that defender, closing him out.
Well, he's effective when the ball is moved from one side to the other, and he can attack a defense that's not static.
All right, look underneath, no pass this time. Kavicius stops and pops. Just can't make that, and he fouls after the missed shot. And Valanciunas is going to return. Sabonis will sit. That's quality minutes by Domantas Sabonis.
Very good, and he's growing in confidence. If he can carry that over through the rest of the tournament, that's only going to improve the second unit. And just think all this time, a lot of the guards from Lithuania, Kalnietis, Mashulis, Sabutis, they've all been on the bench resting.
Bosco moves it on. Mwemba. He can make that three as long this time. Not sure after one pass. Kavicius in transition. Takes the early screen. Valanciunas rolls. Yankunas on the drive, off the glass, then Valanciunas on the offensive boards will retain possession for Lithuania. And Lithuania will take the timeout. They lead it 30-19. And it doesn't matter what combination they've rotated in. They haven't missed a beat. You've got to give Coach Kaskauskas some real credit here. The way he didn't get phased by that poor performance. He stayed trusting that bench. He used them yesterday, and he's gone back to rotations really quickly today. That's going to be great for him as this tournament progresses.
Well, you said it, and he has talent coming off the bench. Remember, some of these guys weren't supposed to be in this tournament. If Montejunas wasn't hurt, if Kleiza wasn't hurt, Poshius, there's a lot of guys who aren't playing, so there's 3 or 4 guys who weren't even supposed to be in this tournament. I think they're relishing the opportunity to be here. They realize what a big opportunity it is for them in their international careers. And in the last 2 days, they played very, very well.
Well, that's what he said a couple of times in press conferences. People like Lukas Legovicius, he's 31 years old, but he's never been at a major tournament. And it doesn't matter how old you are, it's going to take you a while to adjust to everything that's around the Eurobasket. And he's done a great job in his staff to stay positive with everybody. And now he's getting contributions off the bench.
Well, that's the key. You got to remember it's a long tournament. So if you don't play well the first day, and remember they didn't play well at all the first game. Probably the worst we've seen Lithuania play in a long time, and still managed to get a victory. So that tells you a lot about this team.
Milagros puts it on the floor with an interesting shot at the end, but he was fouled. And Bosco.
Imagine if he made that shot. That would have been on every highlight reel for the rest of the day.
We'd have had to edit our commentary because we weren't expecting it. He finds himself on the free throw line though. All right. They are so efficient from the free throw line as a team. They have the 32-19 lead. And Tabu's going to pick up the contact and the foul. That'll be the 4th team foul as Yankunas acknowledges the personal.
Tabu playing a lot of minutes. Interesting lineup with both Bosco and Tabu in there, 2 pure point guards. You like to think they're going to be able to set up Lojeski or Gillet a little bit better.
Mwemba outside the 3-point line. Lojeski gets a touch. He needs a lot of touches. He attacks it. That's a great second step for the 2. Wow, when he went, he went.
He's so decisive. When he knows what he wants to do, he does it without hesitation.
It's one of those plays. He never looks out of control, does he? It doesn't matter how quick, he's smooth. Kuzminskis goes inside, Valanciunas. Looking at that little jumper again. Now he backs in, goes with the left hand. And that's just, well, candy from the baby type time. He just goes in there and gets what he wants.
Well, huge mismatch. We haven't seen that so far in the tournament. He took his time there.
Eski will move it on. Bosco will try and create off the pick. They get nothing out of it. 5 on the clock. Mwemba with the 3. Count it.
And that's a big shot. He had to hit that. He missed a couple early on. And that's huge. Remember, that's only the second three-pointer of the game for Belgium. 2 for 10 so far.
In the half court, Lithuania. Gavicius will move it on. And Valanciunas again gets a touch. Whoever's just got to try, needs some help. Wow. It looked to me like Valanciunas got walked to the baseline, but Tabu is fouled mid-court. But you've got to credit Mwemba. He tried to play him as strong as he could and tried to stay as low as he could, but interesting interpretation.
Not easy. I mean, Mwemba's essentially a small forward going up against Valanciunas. Not easy at all, but he did a good job there.
Castells is pretty much going to finish. He's going to finish the half with 4 of his starters. Tabu's going to come out if he makes the second free throw.
Now remember, this is the first free throw of the game for Belgium. 2 for 10 from three-point line, first free throw of the game. Those aren't numbers that's going to beat Lithuania.
Tabu makes the second, and he will step out.
And he played very well in the minutes he was in there.
Castells is looking for a little bit of momentum going into the half time here. He's down by the 8. He would love to be at no worse than 8. Come 2 minutes 16 time. They all really want to build, and that's the best way to build the momentum. Bosco with a breakaway 2 off the steal.
You know, and that's Bosco's go-to move. I used to play against Belgium when I played for Great Britain. He'll stick his knee out just as you get past half court and force you to turn the ball over.
Well, that's a bonus 2. Well, Sabonis didn't take a 3 last year in his year at college. That was almost a 3. Bosco needs a pass. Fine one. Leheski with a quick take and step.
Huge mismatch here.
Settles to the 3. Count it. Timeout, Lithuania. Bosco with the breakaway. Leheski with the 3. And Tabu with the 2 free throws. That's a nice little run they put together.
Very nice run. You know, we questioned Coach Castell. There you see Lejeski with the beautiful three-point shot. We questioned him early on. He put in a lineup essentially without any offensive players, offensive reference. They struggled. Lithuania went up, but he was able to weather the storm. Belgium weathered the storm, and then he put in his offensive unit at the end, and now they've made a run, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-point game.
And that's why Lithuania don't shoot a lot of threes. The 1 from 5 is never going to get it done. And you've got to love, there's a great chemistry between Castells and his players. I know he's been in the job for a while, but sometimes you can go stale if you're in the job for that long. But he really has this group. We mentioned at the press conference yesterday that Tabu's been at the last 3 championships with him. He's grown this program, and then he's got Hervel with that experience. They've got a nice feel as a group.
Well, absolutely, and he's developed a Belgium style of basketball. They play very hard on defense. They all play as a unit. And offensively, they're learning to play not just together, but get the right guys the ball at the right time. When Lejeski gets the ball, when Hervel gets the ball, it's a very effective offensive team.
Well, they extend the pressure after the timeout. They only trail by 3. Kalninas gets it into the half court. Looking underneath, Valanciunas wants, doesn't get. It's a good series, the rotation defensively. And Bosco's down low, they're going to call it offensive. And there are times in this game where I always feel sorry for the big guy. Because I'd love to see it again. Valanciunas doesn't need to do what the referees have said he's done. Let's have a look.
Well, he didn't do much. I think you can probably call an offensive foul, but listen, when you're 7 feet, 260 pounds, and you throw your elbow out,
I don't know where he has to put his arm though. Hervel outside the three. Look, bounce, backdoor pass, didn't come.
Beautiful
Hervel
play.
wide open,
Beautiful,
buries it.
beautiful, beautiful.
Momentum is a marvelous thing in the game.
And that's a great set. It goes from one side to the other. You've got your two best offensive players playing two-man game. That's gorgeous.
Kaunis, and Hervel's going to get charged with a reaching foul.
Number 7.
We're not here to coach the referees. That's right in front of Mr. Perez on Mr. Perez's side, and it's called from the blind side from the other side of the floor. Not that I'm trying to sound biased towards Bell, but Hervel looked pretty clean to me.
It did. It looked very clean from there. But you got to sell it, and Kalnietis sold it well.
He definitely sold it. It's just I'm not sure of whose responsibility to make that call is. Oh, Kaunis makes the second of the three throws. Bosco, who's really gives some bonus minutes here for Belgium. Well, Hervel recovers his own pass. Van Rossum slices for the defense. Great move.
Great move. And Lithuania, they've completely lost it defensively. You know, you wonder if it wasn't the best move to keep Kalnietis on the bench for as long as he was. The rhythm is completely gone from Lithuania.
They try and hold for the last shot. Skip pass. Sabonis mid-range two is off. And Belgium will take him from the perimeter. Van Rossum with a prayer from the halfway line. Doesn't get the drop. And that is a great, great comeback by Belgium. An 11-point lead they were down in that second quarter. They've tied it at the half. 35-35. Lithuania got to go and do it all again in that second half. Oh, these statistics, 63% for Belgium. You know, they've done a really, really, really nice job with the basketball.
Well, they have done well shooting the two-pointer. The three-pointer, not great, 3 for 12. Lithuania, though, 7 turnovers. Belgium, only 2 turnovers. That's great basketball, taking care of it. They played with 2 point guards at sometimes, and Hervel's been great, as well as Lojetski.
No offensive rebound for Belgium, and I know shooting 60% from the 2-point range, there's not going to be a lot of rebound opportunities. But like the offensive rebound in Lithuania is the only thing that's really maintained their status in the game.
Well, absolutely, but it looked for a while that Lithuania really had the game in control. You know, Valanciunas was dominating down low. He played fantastic, 12 points in the first half. There you see him with the turnaround. But Belgium, they weathered the storm. When they got their first unit back in with about 4 minutes to play, all of a sudden they had the energy in the fight that Lithuania lacked. You see Hervel down low to Tumba. That was his 2-point basket. Tremendous move. But you wonder, what is Lithuania going to say at halftime? What do they have to do?
Well, it's especially as they built the whole thing on defense, and they're getting nothing from their defense now. As you said, only 2 turnovers. You've got to give some, even Bosco coming off the bench, they were quality minutes for the guard. He'd only played 7 minutes in the whole tournament up until that point.
He did. He was a huge spark. He got some turnovers. He got the offensive foul against Valanciunas.
I mean, we might not see him in the second half because he's not normally part of the rotation. Played his 8 minutes, but they taking that much care of the ball. You've got some great mid-range shooters on that team.
You do have some good mid-range shooters. You have good outside shooters. And remember, Belgium, at some point, they're going to find their range from outside and start hitting some of those shots. They missed some wide-open three-pointers. You know, but Lithuania, we've seen it before. They wear you down during the course of the game. The first 2 games, it was very even by halftime, and slowly they wear you down. They don't make a ton of turnovers. They get offensive rebounds. They make their free throws. Those are the types of things that win these close games. In Belgium, you wonder how long can they sustain it?
Well, that's going to be the interesting question in the second half. Just a couple more highlights for you to watch. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in around 10 minutes to see if that Lithuanian pressure will wear this Belgian team down, or will Belgium continue to take as great care of the ball as they've done in that first half. We'll see you in around 10 minutes.
Head and shoulders. The freshness that keeps up, no matter what comes your way. Keep a fresh and cool head. Fresh throughout the day, play free for life. Head and shoulders, dip head first.
This is a game to find yourself. Everyone deserves the glory. Victory Partner 2, Top Speed Duel. The FIBA Global Partner Peak. I can play.
Tactile. Solar. Revolutionary. TISO T-Touch Expert Solar. TISO.
Lithuania.com oficiālais pilsētas turisma portāls. Visplašākā informācija par skaistākajiem koncertiem, izstādēm, svētkiem pilsētā, kā arī ieteikumi labākajiem restorāniem, bāriem un izklaides vietām. Viss, ko vērts redzēt un nobaudīt Rīgā, Lithuania.com. Saka, ka viens nav cīnītājs, bet kas tad būs cīnītājs, ja ne katrs? Citus uzvadīja, kuri sākumā māro ar sevi, tā rodas komanda. Katrs ir cīnītājs. Īstā cīņa sākas pirms un nebeidzas aiz laukuma.
Izmanto mono autolīzinga pakalpojumus vairāk kā 200 autotirdzniecības vietās visā Latvijā. Mēs sniegsim aizdevumu līdz 90% apmērā no izvēlētā autovērtības. Auto saņemsim vienas dienas laikā. Mono autolīzings tiem, kas virzās uz priekšu.
Well, welcome back inside the Riga Arena. Both teams been out for a while. Been very different locker rooms for these two teams. You'd expect when the Belgians would have been really quite happy in that locker room. They had the momentum. They'd done a good job. Probably a different Lithuanian locker room.
Yeah, I can't think that coach was very pleased about at least the last 5 minutes. But remember, this has happened the last 2 games where they don't play as well as they can in the first half. In the second half, they start to play Lithuanian basketball. They start to take over. Kalnietis begins to take over. Mashulis, really, we haven't said his name at all today. He's scoreless with 2 fouls. You would think at some point he's going to start to play his game. So I don't think if you're a Lithuanian fan, you're that worried at this point.
Oh, Valanciunas had the double digits in the first half. I think they did a nice job at times where they double teamed or they rotated, they helped early. At least they've got a way of trying to deal with it.
Well, it's nearly an impossible task to try and shut him down in this tournament, you know, particularly without Dezou playing for Belgium. But they've done well. 12 points. He did his job. He did what Valanciunas does. Belgium has essentially said, he's going to get his points. We don't want everybody else to beat us.
Yeah. All right, just about to get underway in the third quarter, and Belgium will have possession of the basketball at the start of this period. And the officials are trying to relax about that call, but who knows if it's a 1-point game, the extra possession for Lithuania, the lack of possession for Belgium at the start of the fourth quarter. I'm not sure Castells will be happy. But Van Rossum will advance the basketball, 35 apiece. Third quarter underway here in the Riga Arena. And they got Lehersky facing up, create some space, far side of the ring. That is a super move.
Fantastic move. And all tournament long, there you see it from one side to the other, puts it in. He's just so efficient. He's so good. When the ball's in his hands, he creates so much danger.
And Kuzco left hand gets the drop. Tough move. That was solid.
That was solid. We didn't see that the first 2 games, posting him up, but he has the ability to do that, particularly going left.
Belgium in the half court. Same set. Lehersky gets it. Same matchup. Tries to go to work with Machula. Step back. And that, too, is money in the bank.
That is brutal. And he's going against Mashulis, who's a fantastic defender, big, strong guy. Lehersky got exactly where he wanted to go and knocked out the fadeaway.
Valanciunas outside the three-point line will hand it off. Sabutis has a look inside. Valanciunas deep, tries to go to work on Hervel. And that's just solid by Hervel. I'm not going to block you. I can't do this. I'm going to make you go over me. Well, Hervel knew he had problems with the pass. Now it's Lithuania. Sabutis goes up. Ball knocks away. Wow. How did Lehersky get that without fouling? Hervel in transition. Oh, what a boy. Oh, wow. Do it all. Lehersky does it all. Comes up with a steal, the pass, the follow, the offensive rebound. Underline that name.
Unbelievable.
13 huge points for Lehersky. Pick and roll down the middle. Foul as Yankunas goes to the hoop. Hervel takes one for the team.
Well, Belgium has to be careful. Remember in the first game, Ukraine, they didn't pay much attention to Yankunas. Here you see him rolling, nobody there to help. He scored 22 in the first game. Again, a lot of attention on Valanciunas, on Kalnietis and some of the other big name guys. And Yankunas, he's starting to get rolling here in the third quarter.
Well, it's almost, they've worked out their rotations with Valanciunas, so they don't go to Valanciunas. And Yankunas, as I say before, so efficient.
Yeah, very, very capable player from inside and outside.
Well, he goes 2 for 2 for the line. There's a whistle, not really sure why. Little full court toe compression. Chiron has it. Oh, stolen. Kalninis just saw it, read it, dunks it on the break, throws it down.
And we've been waiting to hear, Kalninis been waiting to say his name. Fantastic steal and shows his athleticism.
Wow, very poor execution. Little give and go, comes off the feet. Castells wants that. Great recovery by Saron. Now Belgium have a chance to run the other way. Ueski moves it on. Now Rossen for three in the corner is good.
Great shot. And that all started with Lojeski. He had an open shot. He passed it up, flipped it over to Gillet, who made one extra pass. And Ben Rossum's as good a shooter as there is.
Kalninis goes upstairs to Valanciunas and one. Man and boy time.
You just can't do that if you're Arabelle. That's now his third foul. Give up the layup. Belgium needs you in the game.
And now they've got to think about taking Hervel away from that matchup. He's there because Tumba's in foul trouble. Maybe they should be wasting Kevin Tumba, not Axel Hervel.
Well, exactly. You know, Belgium decided they wanted an offensive lineup, and so far it's paid off in this third quarter, but you're going to have to stop Valanciunas a little bit at some point.
Well, Valanciunas completes the three-point play. Ties it at 44. Little half-court trap with Belgium. Get it into the half-court. Saron will go to the corner. Oh, nice little give and go. Oh, Lojeski Gillet wasn't really expecting a pass. It looked like he was going up.
Well, he should have been. Saron didn't have any room there to lay it up. He should have been ready for it.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas took a bit of a knock. Just waved away any attempt to sub him out.
And here you see it, Saron. A nice little pass, probably a little bit too low for Gillet to handle, but I think the big man probably has to catch that.
Yeah, it's almost as though he didn't really think he was going to be past the ball. Going straight inside again, Yankunas. This time Gillet gets a piece of it. Takes the tough step away. Kuzminskas comes up with the offensive rebound and again makes a contribution. Sabu brings a bit of quickness to the Belgian defense.
You know, and it's interesting, Hervel left the game instead of Tumba coming in to guard Valanciunas. Muemba, essentially a small forward. We saw it a little bit in the first half. Big, strong guy is going to try and guard Valanciunas, giving up about 6 or 7 inches.
Right, Kuzminskas going at Ueski. He just holds his space. They just about get it away. And Valanciunas is going to be paused for the foul.
Great job by Muemba again, using that muscle. You see him under here boxing Valanciunas out all the way underneath the basket.
Well, he had his palms in his hands against the body, therefore makes it easy for the official to make the call. Here comes Belgium, and Ueski gets another touch. When he gets touches, every Belgian fan is happy. Van Rossum. Well, Tabu takes the three, makes the three. In rhythm.
Well, everybody's worried about Lojeski. He ran a cut across the key, left Tabu wide open, and he knocked it out.
There's going to come a point in this game where it'll stop being Belgium just trying to play. They'll believe they can win this. Inside, outside, Kuzminskas for three is long. Chases his own rebound, can't collect. Tabu. Oh. And we're going, oh, not because. And again, Tabu, he excites you, then he frustrates you.
Well, exactly, and he had the trailer. He could have just dropped it off. Just needed to take one more dribble before he made his decision. Again, he's a frustrating player. Very talented, but makes a lot of errors.
Kalninis in the half court. Belgium by 3. Well, Kalninis needs a pass. Someone's got to give him an option. Kuzminskas does. They go inside. And Yankunas is spending so much more time trying to post up. It just doesn't seem that the balance of the team just doesn't look as effective.
Well, I was just thinking, you know, Kalnietis really hasn't done much this quarter. We saw in the second half yesterday, Lithuania was very effective when they were running a lot of pick and roll for him. Sabutis either. Here we see him here with the jump shot.
Wow. The catch and shoot by Ronaldo Sabutis. That's what he's built his whole career on, his ability to get it and let it go quickly. 1 point game. Oh, Lehesky has it. Owemba likes the three-pointer. He's fouled and one.
Wow. Wow.
4-point play to come. Just buried it. He's made his last 2-3. And again, it's the problem of a Valanciunas guard in the inside. If he extends the floor, he's not at the game, is he?
Well, listen, maybe this is brilliant coaching by Castell. He's playing small ball right now, ran 5 guys on the perimeter, essentially just sent Mwemba from the corner to the top of the key, forced Valanciunas to chase him down, put the big man in a very uncomfortable spot, ended up with a 4-point play for Belgium.
Little extension on the defense as well. Taboo gives a bit of quickness for Belgium. Crowd getting right in this now, trying to lift Lithuania. Kalniedis. Naskis goes, and we're going to get a holding foul on Van Rossum.
And that's how you know it's a veteran team. When they go down by 4, they give up 5, they give up a 4-point play. Instead of one guy just trying to take everything on his shoulders, they probe the defense, get the ball down low, and force a foul.
Kuzminskis will get it back to Kalniedis. Quick release from 3 is off. That's a rebound by Yankunas. Again, they know the play. They've got him coming out off the inbound pass, so Yankunas just working position on the offensive boards. And Gillet just didn't put a body on him, and he just got athleted by Yankunas. Did a great job at working those offensive boards. And Yankunas again, just added. It's just another efficient night at the office.
You know, we look at the rebounds, 23-15 for Lithuania, but 5 offensive rebounds, and those have been crucial. And they've done that all tournament. Remember in the first game, they had 16 offensive rebounds. Essentially, that's what won them the game.
Oh, Yankunas goes 2 for 2. Well, Tumba comes back. First time he's been in the game since he picked up that second foul in the first quarter. He's got a matchup he should be able to deal with Sabonis as well.
When they need his rebounding, that's what's key.
Van Rossum, Mwemba with the screen, he turns it down. Van Rossum attacks Sabonis, has to back out. 7 on the shot clock. Van Rossum, a lot of dribble. Now he breaks the defense down, throws it out. Oeski in the lane. Hang time off the glass for Oeski. And this is even more, but Van Rossum is down and sore.
Here's a move by Van Rossum. You said a lot of dribbling, had nowhere to go. Good defense by Lithuania. But when you've got Lojeski on your team, double clutch, Michael Jordan style, off the backboard, there's nothing he can't do, is there?
Oh, that's
fantastic.
Beautiful.
Van Rossum, he's up now. You see the kick out here. Straight into the key, nowhere to go, double clutch off the backboard. And he's carrying this team on his shoulders right now. 15 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds in 21 minutes.
Wow, key moment for Belgium now. Bosco comes in while Van Rossum goes to get a little bit of treatment. Still an eternity to go in the game. 4 to go in the third.
And we like this lineup in the first half. 2 true point guards, Bosco and Taboo together.
And Kunis and Tumba almost comes up with a steal. Under 10 on the possession. Kalniedis on the ball screen, looks inside, wraps the pass. That's a beautiful pass. And they had bodies there, and that's when you just want to be really, really disciplined and not go after too much.
I don't think there's a better pure passer in the world than Kalniedis. I mean, that was absolutely fantastic. Right on the money. Over the shoulder of Tumba, the defense couldn't do anything with that.
Yeah, whether it was the travel or the bump that caused the travel, we'll never know. Timeout Lithuania in this third quarter, 3:43 to go. Well, they have some issues now, Lithuania. They've almost, because of the foul trouble, forced to take Valanciunas out. And now they're almost trying to play Belgium at Belgium basketball.
Well, they are, but again, there's tons and tons of time.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just play their game, get the ball to the right people at the right time. You'd like to see Kalnietis take over a little bit here. He has the ability to do that. At some point, Mashulis has got to come back. He's the danger man. He played great yesterday. He can shoot it. He can score inside. Here you see Lejeski again. Backs him in. Urvel from outside. And then Lejeski with the follow. He's just doing everything in this third quarter.
Just been phenomenal.
Went to the University of Hawaii in the States. Signed his first contract in Belgium. Now plays at Olympiacos.
And again, we said this before. That's a great piece of work by their GM. You know, with his profile and where he was playing. You know, it's easy to sign big names. You have to go and look for quality like Lejeski. Sabonis makes the first and can't complete the second free throw. And Bosco will advance the basketball. Lejeski outside the three. They're going to stay with that matchup with Kuzminskas. Bosco off the screen away. Lejeski in motion again. Little quick, rips it through. Oh, what a finish.
You know what makes him so effective is his efficiency. A lot of guys can score if they can take 7 or 8 dribbles. All he needs is 1 or 2 dribbles, gets to a spot, and shoots the ball at such a high percentage.
What a beautiful, beautiful finish. Looking down low. Lithuania stay with a plan. Go inside. Try and force the issue in there. Great cut. Well, they're going to go to the free throw line. Kuzminskas has a beautiful cut off the ball.
Yeah, he moves great without the ball. Now he's got to knock down his free throws. But you need him to be aggressive if you're Lithuania. Here you see it. Jankunis finds Kuzminskas and Lejeski with a foul.
Well, Kuzminskas misses the first of the throws.
This is a team that shot 77% last year in the World Cup. They shoot very, very well from the line.
Picks up his 5th point personal, and Bosco has been an absolute revelation for Belgium here, really giving them some minutes. And there's a foul away from the ball. Sabutis called for the hold. You can almost make that call on every possession, on every player with the physicality at the moment. It's a real heavyweight contest.
Well, we said it, both these teams, the 2 most physical teams in the group, and they're really going after each other.
Bosco will try and get Tumba, nice little curl. Tama goes up, is blocked. How long is the defense? Here's Vicious will move it on. Then Kunis. Vicious with a 3 is long. Offensive rebound by Jankunis. Oh, nice
Great
cut again. Sabonis this time just saw the lane to the hoop. There's
the block on
yeah.
one end. And then on the other end, Sabonis, instead of just standing at the 3-point line, cut into the open spot. Beautiful finish.
Lejeski again gets a touch. Baseline penetration. Goes back, needs a pass. Owemba attacks it. Well, ball is blocked out of bounds.
And Lejeski's going to need a break here soon. He's getting worn down.
Well, this is that lineup that worried us a lot. Almost that lineup worried us a lot in the first half in terms of scoring potential. And Machulis comes back in for Lithuania. This 156 going into the end of the third could set the tone of this.
I'll tell you what, it's turning into a coach's battle here. Who do you bring in? Who do you keep on the bench in this situation? Interesting to see what happens in the next 145.
Machulis outside the 3-point line. Gavicius puts it on the floor. Looks down low, there's no pass. Bosco gets a piece, but Sabutis hangs on. It's got to go up. The 3 is gone. It's way off. And they let it go. Belgium in transition. Almost a pause in the game. And Castells will want his team to spend time with the basketball with this lineup on the floor. Mwamba gives him a pass as a foul away from the ball. Lithuania had one to give.
Well, you said it. This isn't an offensive team. They need to really work to get an open shot, use all 24 seconds. But you saw defensively how strong they are, how quick they are to the ball. It's going to be difficult for Lithuania to score against this unit.
Well, time with the basketball in the last 1:16 of the third will be the key for Belgium. Tampa gets into Bosco, goes baseline, needs a pass. Tabu, step back, tough shot.
Oh,
makes
gorgeous
it.
shot.
Wow.
And he's been fantastic today. That's 11 points. We criticized him earlier in the tournament, but when he makes the right decision, he's a very talented player.
And that's on 3 for 5. That's efficient for him. Pick and roll again. Great rotation by Mwamba. This Belgian defense, the discipline and the rotations, you know, they've been good the whole game, and without Valančiūnas, they're beginning to really cause Lithuania some problems.
Well, Mwemba's been fantastic defensively. You put him on a 3-man, a 4-man, a 5-man, doesn't matter. He's been all over the defensive end.
Lionel Bosco will advance the basketball for Belgium. And that's a crazy foul. The crowd don't like it. Coach Kozlauskas doesn't like it.
Well, you see, the crowd doesn't like it because that's the way Bosco plays defense on the other end, and it hasn't been called. So, well, Lekavicius, you got to be a little bit smarter. Don't give the referee a chance to call that foul, especially in the bonus here at the end of the third quarter. You need all of these points.
Well, again, this lineup that Belgium have on the floor is holding its own. You'd have thought this would be a real difficult time for them. But Bosco has to make the throws. You've got to hammer home any advantage you have against this Lithuanian lineup. Well, he goes 0 for 2. Lekavicius will get it into the half court. Kalnitis turns down the pick. Machulis, feet set for 3, is off. Well, that's a rebound by Kuzminskas on the weak side. 1 on 3 almost on the glass. It's all those little things. You talk about it all the time. It's little things like get that box out. You've got a chance to increase your lead. You don't. And Kuzminskas had a chance to cut this to a 3-point game.
Tough call, but looked like Makumba did just get him on the arm and force that turnover.
Kuzminskas makes the first. Belgium will try and hold for the last shot of this third quarter. And Kuzminskas goes 2 for 2. We've got a 3-point game. And Tabu, the right man at the moment, has the basketball. Well, they're going to hold until they really run the set that Castells wants them to run. They get clear out for Tabu is what it looks like. Penetrates, pass down low is poor. Lithuania have a chance to get it away for 3. Doesn't get the drop. Well, there it is, end of the third quarter. Belgium with the 57-54 quarter lead. And Lithuania have now seemed to have weathered that storm. And we got a 3-point game. We're really set up. Still 69% from 2-point range for Belgium.
Well, Belgium, they really improved the 3-point shooting. They hit 3 threes in this quarter. That got them back in the game. So efficient under the basket. And again, only 9 turnovers, which has kept them in the game because they haven't been able to rebound very well, 27-17.
Oh, it's had those 10 offensive rebounds for Lithuania are just, they're going to mount up as the game develops.
And you can see essentially the Lojeski highlight reel here. Reverse layup on one side, backs his man down, hits a fadeaway, then he's there for the follow. He was absolutely all over the court in the third quarter. Completely changed the complexion of the game. But I tell you what, we haven't heard the last of Kalnietis. at some point he's going to start to take over this game. He does have 7 assists, but really hasn't played up to his standards so far.
Well, a slight mix-up by the officials on whose possession it was at the start of the second quarter becomes a factor now. Lithuania have the ball.
Interesting. Did they reset the
Just
jump ball arrow?
They just let it go as it was.
And here you see Lejeski again, double clutch, probably the play of the game so far, the double clutch shot off the glass.
That's one of the plays of the tournament so far. That's going to be all over highlights. And Lejeski's been so good. He starts on the bench in this fourth quarter, but when he returns, he's going to return to try and close this game out for Belgium. Belgium start with the same lineup that finished the third, as do Lithuania, except the man Valanciunas is back in the game. Valanciunas will get it to Kaunitis. Valanciunas tries to establish down low, knocked away. Again, the help was there. And that's Machulis.
And you know, we said it, that's a tough call to make. It's a little bit ticky-tack. Great steal here. Tabu and Tsumba both there. But listen, run back on to the defensive end. Why give the referee a chance to make that call, especially with 2 fouls already?
Moscow moves it on. Tabu. No one attacks it this time. Bounce pass inside. Tsumba goes up. Can't get it to drop. Kaunitis gets the early screen. Valanciunas down low. Tsumba stays low. Tries to really hold his ground. Nice move by Valanciunas. Far side of the ring.
It was essentially unguardable one-on-one.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do. Great touch.
One-point game. Tabu in the lane. I think Castiles, sooner rather than later, has got to get the right lineup back in the game. He's done a great job so far. How long can he leave this lineup in the game? Oh, they go down low again. Kaunitis. Oh, a little too easy. And Lithuania restore the lead. Belgium just desperate for a score here. Mwamba decides to pump on the three, drops one, even with the ball fake.
Great shot. You know, he's been the unsung hero for Belgium today. Defensively, he's been fantastic. 3 for 4 shooting from 3-point range. He's got 10 points.
Valanciunas is fouled.
And here you see a down low Valanciunas one-on-one with Tsumba. Again, Tsumba's not going to be able to stop him. At some point, Belgium's going to have to bring a double. They're going to have to dig. They're going to have to do something, because Valanciunas is going to start to take this game over.
Well, Valanciunas on the free throw line. Hervel comes in the game. Tsumba sits down. Valanciunas, because the foul was early before he'd actually picked the ball up. It'll be an end line ball for Lithuania. Valanciunas will inbound. Valanciunas is the release. Kaunitis down low, nice pass, super execution.
And we've seen it over and over again, the inbound plays. Lithuania able to get a good shot on almost every single one.
The Cuba goes up, not going anywhere. Too much around him for hope to make that. Kaunitis, they're looking underneath again. Valanciunas. Timeout, Belgium. Valanciunas, as you said, has just taken over this fourth quarter.
Great seal and recognition there. I wonder if Taboo could have affected the passer a little bit more, but nevertheless, good seal and finish from Valanciunas.
Oh, that's the issue, isn't it? Because if you let him stand there, sooner or later Valanciunas is going to get open. You've got to try and make him put it on the floor.
Especially, you're talking about one of the premier passers in all of Europe and possibly the world. And Kalnietis already has 9 assists. He's going to pick you apart if he has the time.
Coach Castells is going back to Mwamba to guard Valanciunas. He's going to try and get Van Rossum more involved. But more than anything else, surely Loeski has to be a factor now, right now, getting back in the game.
I think you got to go for broke now. Well, you're not going to. What are you saving him for? It's a day off tomorrow. You know, he's not in foul trouble. He only has 1 foul. Nice. But now at least you've got Van Rossum, you got Ervel on the court. You have some offensive references. Taboo's had a big-time game offensively, so they're going to be able to compete with Lithuania basket for basket, you would think.
But I'd still have him in the game right now.
Absolutely.
Taboo clears the hard show. Hervel moves it on. Van Rossum for 3. Doesn't get the drop. Great work by Hervel. They find Van Rossum outside. Thought about the 3. Turned it down. He's guarded by Valanciunas. Now he goes at him. Wide open, Van Rossum for 3. Got it!
Woo, big time shot. And we talked about the confidence of Van Rossum. He can miss 1, 2, 3. He's still going to shoot it. He's still going to shoot it with confidence. Big time shot.
Oh, they recognized the mismatch and just, he waited for the shot he wanted. And Mwemba's going to get called for the foul. And Loeski comes in with his team 1 up. 6:38 to go in the game.
Let's mark that down. 6:38, Lejeski in the game. Belgium up 1. Valanciunas still dominating.
So Belgium, do they have the answer to Valanciunas? Valanciunas goes up, gets the 2. He's so good in that area. He's so strong, so wide, creates so much space.
That's his first points of the game. You got to think at some point he's going to take over. He has so much ability.
Van Rossum will look to reverse it. Mwemba gets it. Oh, they switch on. Jeski again. Taboo. Goes down the middle.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, yeah, absolutely. Best word to describe it.
It's completely under control. Went to the opposite side of the backboard. Beautiful right hand finger roll off the glass.
Kalnietis takes the ball screen. They skip it. They attack it. Should be an easy 2. It is. That's a great decision by Lekavicius.
It's a good decision, but a really poor closeout by Van Rossum. You see him just coming out here, completely lets his man blow by him.
1-point game. Mwemba will reverse it. Taboo has it. Oleski has it knocked away by Machulis.
You know, I think they got to get Lejeski into the offense earlier. You can't wait till there's 6 or 7 seconds on the clock.
Well, Machulis, Oleski is going to be a matchup that could, how that goes, the game could go. Oleski's got to go up here. Has to go really long, really deep. Is long on the 3, and Van Rossum unopposed on the glass. Taboo likes the matchup, blows past it. Mwemba extra pass, Leski, Van Rossum, great closeouts by Lithuania. That is on the quarter.
Difficult call. We're gonna have to see that again, but here you see Van Rossum up fakes, throws it on the ground, and I tell you, that is a foul. He's got his arm on his shoulder. It's a good call by the referee, but Mwemba earlier, he's 3 for 4 already. Passes up a wide open 3-pointer.
Everybody passed up. Loeski has it. Where they'd like him to be. Taboo for 3. He's short. And Valanciunas He's always going to get the rebound. 1 point game, 4:48 to go. And Laheski uses the foul. Didn't really like the fact he was being posted up.
Second personal foul. Team Belgium, third team foul.
Well, Lithuania have been in this situation so many times before, including early in this tournament. Belgium trying to knock off one of the greats of European basketball. It's going to be a first for them.
Would be a huge upset. Easily the biggest upset of this group, possibly of the entire tournament so far.
Oh, they got the same out of bounds, and Valanciunas wasn't ready. And Van Rossum will bring, and have a look what he has. And he's fouled. Good decision to attack Yankunas, who would not be able to control him in the half court.
And you like the way Belgium is playing right now. They have the right guys attacking. Especially if Van Rossum or Lajeski can get the ball early in offense, it just creates so much more for the other guys.
Van Rossum has it. Tabu stepped out of bounds. Little things. Just those little things. Timeout for Belgium. 4:30 to go in the game. I think it's as much to give these guys a blow as anything else.
Absolutely, it's going to be a rip-roaring last 4:30.
Now we need some patience in our third team. We use the option on the low set. When you're coming off the baseline rush, we think we go inside, it's automatic, over to my tail, right? We split.
Well, that's an interesting call by Coach Castilles. They're gonna try and get the inside touch. Now, whether that means inside touch, throw it out, see if you can create a closeout, I don't know, but like getting Hervel the ball must be a good option.
Definitely a good option. Also, Lajeski on the low post. We've seen him score over and over down there, and he's a good passer. I would think that would probably be the best option here. Put Hervel at the top to keep the shot blocking away from the rim. But again, you've got to stop Valanciunas defensively. How do you do that? Can you really play him one-on-one down there with Mwemba?
I can't see the one-on-one full stop. And they haven't really gone back to that rotation they had early in the game that was, you know, it looked like they had a way that they said they were going to play against him. So let's see if they go to that. Kalnidas will bring it in. A lot of confidence by Coach Kozlauskas and Levovicius still in the game. Trying to counter the two guards that the Belgians have. Valanciunas. They're going to wipe that one. They're going to say it's on the floor.
And I don't know how, you've got to do something else. It's either a foul or a bucket every time. I mean, and it's not Mwemba's fault. He's greatly outmatched. But maybe with Lekovicius on the court, now you see Jalé come into the game. Hervel's going to match up against Valanciunas, but maybe with Lekovicius on the court, not a great shooter, you double with Tabu.
Absolutely. Kalnidas will try and take it across. Looks inside. Valanciunas again. And they have literally got that play anytime they want it.
Anytime. And here you see it's just an easy cross screen. All Valanciunas has to do is lay it up. It's a practice drill for him.
In the half court, Sam Van Rossum gets the ball screen from Hervel, who pops. He picks and pops again. Attacks it on the dribble, Van Rossum. Lajeski gets it late, fires it up. Oh! Lajeski makes another three. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it.
Big time players make big time shots. Fantastic. 9 for 12 shooting today.
Double team on it. They look inside. Valanciunas down low. His double team goes off the glass. While Belgium are making great plays, Valanciunas is just being Valanciunas.
They've got to do something else. Absolutely have to do something else. Maybe they go to a zone.
70-68. Tabu has it. Kalnidas guards him. They're going to go pick and pop with Hervel. He's wide open outside. Lines it up for three. He's short. No red shirt trying to hit the glass. Almost like he hesitated.
Well, this is a huge defensive possession for Belgium.
Yankunis outside, will move it on. Valanciunas has to get it. Looks at that little jump shot, not that much confidence in it, falls. Oh, and Yankunis does it all, just picks it out of the big man's hands.
And you play great defense against him. You pull the chair, he falls over, and Yankunis, he's the guy that's always around the ball, always in the right spot, and lays it up. 13 now for Yankunis. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a little bit of everything.
2:38, 4-point game. Van Rossum advances it for Belgium. Chile has it outside the three-point line. Eski gets it, attacks it straight away. Off the glass, draws the contact, and Maciulis picks up the foul.
His 4th. And that's good offense. I like that there. Do it again.
Well, Eski just didn't give him a time to set. Both teams in the bonus. Leheski has it outside, going baseline. Step back for the 2. Oh, he missed one. Almost picked it up a little too soon. 4-point game. Maciulis in the post, where he really loves to play. Maciulis in space, underneath, can't complete, but he will go to the free-throw line.
Lithuania starting to find their rhythm. Belgium just so worried about Valanciunas, as they should be. The other guys starting to get some opportunities.
Well, Castells takes the timeout before the free throws. It's over 2:05, so he's timed out. That's the last one. Didn't want to wait until he got into the last 2 minutes to advance the ball, perhaps. Thought he needed it now, took it right away. Let's hear what he's got to say.
And we go short. Okay, so you will take the baseline. And tell the screen that we read. Then we try to make here. But have
Well, this is where Lithuania have dominated in this fourth quarter. Valanciunas has just been immense.
He's been immense, and he's brought it every single minute. He's played with intensity. He's really taken his time down low, hasn't rushed things. Sometimes we've seen that before. There was one of the few errors he made today, but Yankunis got his back.
Maciulis on the free throw line. It's a 4.2 possession game with 2:05 to go. You just never doubt him, Maciulis. In any situation, you know he's just going to be focused. When his team need him, he'll step up and he'll go 2 for 2. It's a 6-point game, still a 2-possession game. Belgium just need to tick it over on this possession. Van Rossum penetrates. Tamu in the corner.
Big shot.
Count the 3.
And great penetration by Ben. Oh, that's Belgium
Belgium
ball. Wow, taboo on both sides of the court.
Wow.
Defense, offense.
Wow, I'll take you back to that press conference where he said, Taboo's been with me for the 3 years. This is what he's played for, being at this level. And he comes up with big-time plays in the last 2 minutes here.
And Belgium, they got to take their time here, get the ball to the right guy. That's the right guy.
Leheski, they want a bit of space. Hervel for 3.
No
Count
way.
it, count it,
wow.
count it.
What a turn of events.
Back-to-back threes, ties it at 74. Hervel goes to 11 personal, 133 in the game. Kalnidas has it.
And Lithuania knows exactly what they need to do inside to Valanciunas.
Maciulis has it. Hervel's just trying to do everything he can to stop Valanciunas getting it. Maciulis, and it will be a Lithuania basketball. And Coach Kislauskas takes the timeout with 2 seconds on the possession. But you said it, they knew exactly what they wanted to do, but in the end, Maciunas took a tough runner.
Took a tough runner. I think they took a little too long getting the ball up the court. By the time they wanted to get it inside, they wasted, it was already 6-7 seconds left on the shot clock.
Well, Kislauskas, 2 seconds to run a play. That's enough time to get a shot.
Well, it's happened over and over where Lithuania has won an inbounds play from the baseline, and they've got a quick hitter for an open shot. So Bosnia, they've done their, Belgium, they've done their scouting. They know all the plays. They've got to be able to defend them. And again, watch out for the lob over the top.
Well, I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if Belgium have to defend the lob so much, it will free up that perimeter catch and shoot.
On the catch, maybe we will make a foul over there, and we send it to the line. Okay? Let's go. That got set. We think I can. Let's go.
And there's the shot by Taboo. Big shot. He's been incredible today. 16 points. And then on the inbound, he reaches in, knocks the ball, and it hit Valanciunas, who was the inbounder. And I'll tell you, not the guy you want inbounding the ball.
Oh, Kalnitis will inbound. 2 seconds on the possession. Catch, Maciunas from deep is way off. Now Belgium have a chance with 1:14 to go to come down and tick it over to take the lead.
What do you do here? I think you got to get the ball moving from one side to the other. Then you get it to Lojecki, either in the post or coming off a screen. Let him create.
Oh, they get it on. Oh, Van Rossum slips. He just about hangs on. Havel helps him out. Still 10 on. Taboo's going strong up the glass. Doesn't get the drop. And the slip for Van Rossum. How unfortunate was that? He just goes up. Doesn't get the roll. And Belgium come down with it.
What is he doing?
Oh. 40 seconds to go. Lojecki has it.
Good,
Taboo.
smart move. Get the right shot here.
Havel will pick and pop. Wide open, mid-range, attacks it. Lojecki.
Somebody's got to shoot.
Still 7 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. He's sure Havel's going to not come up with a rebound because Valanciunas just owns the keyway. Lithuania with a shot to win it.
What a game. What an incredible game. Everybody in this arena on their feet.
Kalnitis. They don't want to foul now. Kalnitis for the 3. Way short. More than enough time. Van Rossum on the dribble. Goes up off the glass.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Lojecki, they're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at it. They're gonna look at that, but Lojecki has done it all.
Oh my goodness.
He could have won the game.
Could be the biggest upset in their history.
And we're just going to take a look at it. The officials will calm everybody down. Mr.
Here's the
Perez.
shot. Look at the red lights. Van Rossum, he attacks. 0.0.
It's good. It's good.
I don't know if he got it.
Oh.
You know what? I don't think he got it.
You don't think?
No, I don't think he got it.
We're
We'll see it again. That was the best angle, the first one. Van Rossum all the way to the hoop. Look for the red lights. Difficult to see there, but I tell you, I don't think he got it. I think we're going to overtime. Some head shaking down there at the bottom.
If there's any doubt, they'll go to overtime.
There's some hearts and stomachs here. What an incredible upset this would be, though.
Well, Mr. Perez, the crew chief, is taking a long time. And they're now looking for some more. This must be very close. They're looking for more technical assistance. And Mr. Perez should take as long as he needs now. Kalnitis had the 3, opportunity to win it for Lithuania.
And remember, if this isn't good, we go into overtime, tied here at 74. And I think the turning point was that play by Taboo, the three-pointer, and then knocking it out of bounds off of the inbounder for another possession. Havel hit a 3 on the back end of that play.
And now trying to get another look. They're trying to get another angle. They're trying to blow it up. I don't care how long it takes them. They should take as long as they need here because this This is a moment in history for Belgium if they get the win.
Well, it tells you how close it was. They've probably seen this now 10, 15 times on the monitor. We're talking milliseconds, the difference between overtime and Belgium winning. The entire Belgium team.
You know, the reaction from Lithuania is like, I think they think it's good. They're standing there like they're not. I think it's good.
Well, either way, I think they've got to have a sense of we blew it there at the end. Not a good play by Lekavicius going all the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Pull it out, tons of time, get the right shot. Kalnietis also, he had an open look at the end. Probably felt he should have made it.
If there was a script on the game, Loeski making the winning bucket would be appropriate.
What an incredible game he had. What an incredible player. He's been the best player we've seen here in Riga, I would say, from top to bottom.
Well, Coach Castell's in shot there. He'll be thinking more about overtime than the win. He'll be trying to get himself ready if he has to go another 5 minutes.
Well, you wonder if it'd be a big letdown for Belgium if they do go to overtime, if they can pick themselves up and win this game. Same for Lithuania, if they can pick themselves up.
Wow, this is drama here in the Riga Arena. And how good is it that the technology's there, because...
There you look, there you see the Belgian team's arms locked. They know this could be the biggest win in their history here.
You know, back in the day, the referee would have had to have made the decision on the spot.
Well, remember on the spot, Perez, the referee, he said it was good, and then we're going to go look at it. So,
and you know what as well, Findler, and we talked about it, those 8-9 seconds at the halftime when the referees gave the first quarter, gave the ball the wrong way around, all of a sudden becomes a huge factor. Here's Mr. Perez.
The referees joining up.
Well, now we got the...
Looks like he's saying it's inconclusive. Does that mean we're going to count it? They counted! Belgium wins! Belgium wins!
Oh.
Incredible, look at them. Greatest win in their history. The traveling fans are going nuts. Fantastic.
Well, Hervel and Castells, that's a picture that'll be over the Belgian press. The veteran player and the coach who's been there for so long now, they get a 76-74 win. Opens this group right up. There's the missed three, and Van Rossen's off to the races.
Again, look for the red light at the top. Van Rossum misses. Lojeski
touched it now, so I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Right, I mean, I don't think it gets closer than that. There's the red.
Whoa. Hey.
That angle, I don't know, but it's about as close as you can get. Belgium with a huge upset victory.
Wow, they've been efficient all game. 42% from the three-point line and nearly 60% from the two. They just had a great, efficient game.
Well, in the second half, they got the three-point shot going. 8 threes in the second half. They got vastly out-rebounded. 11 offensive rebounds for Lithuania. Destroyed inside by Valanciunas. But, man, did they make the big shots when they needed them.
Well, Valanciunas 25 and 12. And Ueski had the 20, and the most important, 2 of those was the last 2.
Kalnietis, 13 assists by him. Solid game, but had a chance to win it at the end. He's going to regret that.
Well, there's the scorers and good contributions across that Belgian roster.
Well, Taboo off the bench was fantastic. Hit some big shots, made the key plays. Also, Mwemba, let's talk about him. Great defense. He had 3 threes, including a 4-point play. Here's some highlights from the game.
And these highlights are going to show that type. You're going to see that at one end where Valanciunas was so dominant on the inside. Gets a lot of touches, a lot of opportunities to show the skill and the ability he has. He's going to go to the far side of the ring on that one.
You know, I think Belgium has really exposed one of the issues with Lithuania. They essentially said, we'll let Valanciunas get what he does. Let him do what he does. And we're going to force Lithuania to beat us from outside. They shot 1 for 13 from the three-point range. Maybe that's a recipe to beat Lithuania. Force them outside, let Valanciunas do his thing, guard him one-on-one.
And you can't let them beat you with their defensive intensity. And that's what Belgium did very well. Took great care of the basketball.
Well, we said before, they're the one team that can match the defensive intensity of Lithuania. they play as hard as Lithuania does on the defensive end. They play as disciplined as they do. Here's the winning shot one more time. I mean, you can't say enough about Lojeski, can you? 22 points.
And there's the reaction. That's a moment in history for Belgian basketball. And that's only game one of today. We'll leave you right now. Join us shortly for games 2 and 3. Belgium get the 76-74 win.
Na, krepšinis galbūt sąlyginai tuom ir žavus, kad čia gali visko nutikti ir Europos krepšinio čempionatas neišimtis. Pirmasis pralaimėjimas, šalia manęs yra Paulius Jankūnas. Pauliau, puikiai startavote šį vakarą, kas dėjosi vėliau? Kodėl nepavyko išlaikyti tos geros bangelės?
Nežinau, atrodė, kad viskas visai neblogai, antro kėlinio vidury, man atrodo, buvo ten 12 taškų ar kažkiek, bet papuolėm į duobę ir sustojom žaist. Jie to pasinaudojo, išlygino rezultatą ir po to vyko tokios, kaip sakant, nervingos rungtynės taškas į tašką.
Paskutinį akimirką, kada pataikė, buvo įskaityti tie du taškai. Dar buvo vilties, kad galbūt rezultatas bus kitas?
Žinot, čia jau, kaip sakant, yra teisėjų sprendimas ir niekas to nepadarys. Reikėjo žaisti iki to momento ir laimėti kitaip.
Ar švilpukų buvo šį vakarą apskritai keistų, nes, bent jau iš pašaliai žiūrint, turėjo daug pretenzijų rungtynių arbitrams?
Žinau, gal kai žaidai kitaip atrodo. Manau, kad teisėjai gerai dirba savo darbą ir visą laiką yra profesionalus.
Toks supurtimas ir šaltas dušas, žinant dabar, kad turite laisvą dieną, po to dar 2 rungtynės, gal visai priešingai mobilizuosios dar labiau šiame čempionate?
Būtų gerai be tokių dušų, kad mobilizuotumės patys, bet ką padarysi? Pirmas pralaimėjimas, viskas dar, kaip sakant, prieš akis, viskas mūsų rankose, taip kad reikia tik taip pasimokinti šito pralaimėjimo ir žiūrėti į priekį.
Lietuva su jumis, nenukabinkit nosies ir sėkmės dviejose likusiose varžybose. Kągi, o jums taip pat, nenukabinkite nosies, pralaimėti Belgijai buvo skaudu, ypatingai paskutinę akimirką, tačiau mes turime visi dabar galimybę vieną dieną pailsėti, nurimti, mobilizuoti savo idėjas ir mintis ir liko 2 rungtynės. Galimybė ne tik galvoti apie aštuntfinalį, bet ir galvoti apie pirmąją vietą grupėje vis dar egzistuoja. Todėl, kol kas sakau jums gero likusio pirmadienio ir susitinkame jau trečiadienį.